o'clock in the morning, they will be packed, parked all the way down 405,
because
all the way to the Elks Lodge.
Oh,
and you know what?
Black Friday.
We just got the email from Michelle. She would love to have us in the Christmas parade doing a live radio show again. So, and I'm going to have to talk Randy into doing his accordion because he's saying, well, he doesn't have a good one out of 3 of them, and I'm trying to get him to fix one so we could get him to play. Frank,
what goes wrong with an accordion?
I don't know. Well, different keys and stuff, but Frank wants to play too. He's going to have his son with the guitar there.
The dueling.
So what we're going to have is we're going to have the U-Haul truck with all the different banners, the WPIO, WJF, WKTO radio stations, and all the other, like Senior Living. They're going to have some banners out there. We'll have everybody's banner on the truck.
And are you going to have
Walter
have the
Kiley
trailer? And Renee?
Walter Kiley will be on the. You'll be on the float with us. You're invited. And then we're going to have the trailer, the
SPCA sign
10-foot.
on there?
I believe it's a 12-foot or 15-foot by 6-foot trailer, and we'll have that pulling where you'll be riding on it.
One more time.
Doing
on
a live
size
radio
of the
show.
Trailer.
It's a 6x15.
Okay.
And you'll be talking on the radio, doing a live radio show. Then we'll have my truck behind with the speakers.
Oh. And how are you driving that? Remote?
Very carefully.
Somebody
else will have to drive that one.
You'll have
I think we'll have to give that to your sister to drive.
Oh. Giacomo?
Yeah,
Who was
maybe
in it
Giacomo will drive that.
Giacomo was in the parade last year, and hopefully he'll be able to stop gnawing at his arm long enough to...
yeah, he's the poor baby. But
Renee gave me a good idea,
we're
though,
gonna have,
to put a sock on it, actually, with Neosporin. And,
I know.
Maybe...
And see how fast it comes off. It's the one bad thing about Siberian Huskies is they can't stand anything on their paws, their legs.
They wear shoes up in Siberia,
yeah,
up
but
in Alaska.
when it's really cold,
yes,
and they're out there, they don't mind it.
Right.
But when it's really hot,
for
they
him
mind
it's really
it.
hot.
Well, this is hot versus Siberia.
Yeah.
Or Alaska.
When my dog had cancer surgery, we bandaged it all up and we put gauze on it, and then we wrapped it in ace bandage, and then I duct taped.
You duct tape.
Ace bandage all around. So
he would,
and we'd come home, and he would manage to get that
all
far
up.
enough where he could get to 2 stitches.
Wow.
And the doctor said, "Oh, they cannot tear out these metal stitches."
Oh, sure they can.
Oh, yes, they
Well,
can.
you know what we have to turn Giacomo into? Did anybody watch the cone heads? We're
Yes.
going to turn him into a cone head.
well, you have to. Windsor, our Afghan, had a cone for, I think it was after he. What was that? After he got fixed? Is that when he went?
Yeah, well, all dogs after they get neutered or spaded, they get the cones on them because they want to rip it.
Giacomo didn't need it.
No, Giacomo was okay.
He was fine with
Yeah.
that.
Well, that was a different story, which I don't think we want to get into.
Well,
now.
he had a full-blown operation at that time. And
They
that's
didn't.
the
They
last
didn't
time.
drop, so that's one of the reasons he didn't have to.
He,
But let's finish back on this Christmas parade. We're
it's
going to
just
have
Thanksgiving.
East Coast
but
Pharmacy.
it's the Christmas parade
Deepak
today on
is going to have East Coast Pharmacy is over on Garden, 504 Garden Street.
Giving away little toys.
We'll be giving away a lot of toys. Deepak is really good about that. We'll go to the Dollar Tree, grab a whole bunch of toys, and we'll give them out at the parade. We'll have Coca-Cola out there. This time we're going to hand them out, not throw them out.
And no milk, Chef
No,
Larry?
no milk. Got milk? No milk this
And
year.
fortunately, Frank's son is going to be
Playing the guitar, so we'll be okay. And then
we should tell what happened. Accidentally,
they threw it from the truck and it bruised somebody's arm.
we got Velda milk to give away in the parade, just as a kind of a joke. Not a joke, but it was something that they wanted us to give away. For
We
the
have
parade.
Will on, and we have Will calling from New York.
Great! Happy Thanksgiving, Will.
Hey, Will, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving from New York.
Yeah. So, is it cold out there right now?
Well, it's really not too bad, but I came up here totally unprepared. I did not even bring a coat.
Well, that's not a good thing when you go to New York, but you did get there in the summertime, and you probably thought you were going to be leaving before that.
I didn't even expect it coming here. When I left Florida, I went to a family reunion in Ohio, and then through a whole jumbled mess of different things that came along, here I ended up right up here on Long Island again. So it was totally unexpected, and it was nice and warm when I left Florida.
Well, the best thing about Long Island
It's still
is
nice
their
and warm.
iced teas. The iced tea.
They say you can get in trouble trouble with those. I don't know.
Gwen probably would, so we'll keep the iced tea away from her.
Actually, I'm drinking some
Foo's black tea.
Black and green tea.
Black
Will,
green tea.
Were you aware, Will, this is also our anniversary of friendship? We met on Thanksgiving.
Exactly. That's exactly right. It was a year ago that we met.
That's right. And
I first found myself on the radio with you.
That's right.
Right, we thought you'd be back by now. We're going to have you over for Thanksgiving.
Well, I very much appreciate that, and I really wish I could have been back, but, I ended up with a few obligations here, and I just have to see them through. When I get my word, I have to stand good to it.
That's right. And you know what? We were just talking. We were thinking about you because last year you drove the truck in the Christmas parade, and we were just talking about who's going to drive Chef Larry's truck in the Christmas parade this year. We're talking about doing it again.
Well,
but you probably won't be back.
Well, actually, I am hoping to be back in time for that.
Really?
oh, well, good. It's on the 12th of December. Well, it looks like then we'll have you drive the truck then.
And we'd love to have Sarah with us as well. How is she doing? Your lovely
Well,
daughter.
she's doing good. You know what? That was one of her highlights last year when she was in the parade. She just had such a wonderful time there, and it was on her mind ever since. I mean, she brings it up many, many times in our conversations.
Well, you know what, Will? Even if you don't get back and you'd like us to have her in it, we would certainly arrange somehow to get her on the float.
Sure, on the float, no problem.
You know what? I think that would be just fine.
But we'd love to have you back.
If I find out that I'm not going to be back in time, you can let me know exactly when you're going to have it. If I'm not going to be back in time, then we'll work towards that goal.
All right, well, it's going to be December 12th, and it's going to start, from what I read in the paper, from Searstown Mall. So we'll have to double-check that because they're doing a little construction on the downtown area.
And it's going to end at ABC Liquor.
And it's going to end there? No kidding. Wow.
Well, let's say it's going to end at Three Brothers Produce.
Three Brothers Produce.
Give him a little plug.
Yeah.
Because that's, are we supposed to be?
That's Antonio.
Plugs? Antonio at Antonio's. Antonio's is open.
Right, it is open. That's what it says on the sign. Well, Will, thank you very much. Happy Thanksgiving, and hopefully we'll see you back here for the Christmas parade.
Yeah, and I got to tell you, I'm really feeling bad that I'm missing out on all that good cooking. Here I am stuck up here, and I actually have no plans today, but at the last minute I found a restaurant that I can go to.
Well, thank God it's not frozen dinners like you were talking about before.
Yeah, I have 2 frozen dinners, but I think I'll leave them frozen for now.
Yeah, right?
Well, not too many people have
No.
that luck in Titusville either. Very few
All right, Will.
places are open.
Well, thank you very much, and we will talk to you when you get back here. Have a great Thanksgiving.
You too, and